Welcome back to MetalmanX Builds, and today we're looking at the Daban 8821 F91 Gundam. Now this kit is based off the metal build, the F91 Gundam released by Bandai in 2021, and it is from the absolutely insane Gundam F91 OVA. So a little bit of history with F91. It was supposed to be a full-fledged TV series, but they essentially said no, let's just cut it down. So it's supposed to be like a 50 episode long TV series, and they cut it down to a hour plus OVA. And so it jumps all over the place, but it has some really cool mecha designs, but some of the weirdest stuff you've ever seen. Its continuation is Crossbone Gundam. But let's take a look at this kit and see if it is worth adding to your collection. Now, as far as price goes, the Daban kit does run around $40 plus shipping, and you can find it in multiple locations. The metal build that was released that this is based off of is going to run you anywhere from $250 to $350. Now, I will warn you that with that big price difference also comes a big drop in the detailing that you're going to get. So if you're really wanting that super shelf piece and you want it to look perfect, you're going to have to dish out, because this kit is missing several things that the metal build has that we will talk about. A lot of the detailing, the blue and red, like right here on the knees and things like that, I did that just because I wanted to have this piece in my collection, and I went ahead and detailed it while I was at it. But let's go ahead and start taking a look at the kit. Starting off at the top of the kit, one of the big issues I have with this kit is actually the head itself. So number one, just going around there, the articulation on the head, and this is not the same throughout the rest of the body, but the articulation on the head is extremely limited. It gets stuck down in this little hole here. You can kind of pull up, but it's not that great. Now, the other big issue is the V-fin up here. It is very, 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 very loose. You're going to want to glue this. So make sure you do glue that. I almost lost it a couple times, and it is very easy to pop off. Now, one feature I do like, and it is completely up to you how you want to display this, is you can pop out both sides of the head here and swap out, and it's a little hard to do while it's attached. I'm gonna not do that side. Okay. And swap out the face plate. So you have the traditional Gundam one for the very stylized F91 faceplate that would have been in the OVA. So moving on to the arms and shoulders. So you do get some options with the shoulders. You do have the more traditional F91 shoulders that do have a sliding gimmick, as well as the little fins, but you can adjust those, and these just fit in on the arms. Let's go ahead and talk about this. This is one thing about the kit that really bugs me. So you see the coloring here. These are molded in a painted silver. These are the only areas on the kit that I'm gonna really gripe about mold nub placements. Most of the kit, 99% of it, undergated. So not a lot of issues there, but these did have placements on here that had to cover up with silver paint. But the worst sin of all is these foil stickers right here. I took one look at them and immediately knew this is not something I want on my kit. If at all possible, you are going to want to paint in those details where it does have color correcting stickers. The arms themselves, They do move pretty well. They are a little bit tight right now, and I don't know if that's just because I just finished building it or if it is just part of the mold. But we do have some pretty good arm articulation. This piece tends to get a little free floating, so you'll have to slide that back in place fairly often. And we do have an asymmetrical design on the arms that I'll point out in just a minute. But we do also have wrist rotate, upper arm rotation, or upper, this part, upper arm rotation. And so that really does help out. We have rotation up there as well. We have 3 sets of hands. We have an articulated weapon holding hand, which I always despise these kind, but this one so far, cross my fingers, has turned out pretty well. You do get a closed fist hand and one that's kind of just splayed out, which does look really good. So you do get those extra hands right there. On the other side, and you will actually end up with multiples of these shields, whether depending on how you want to place them. But on this side, we do have a little bit of an asymmetrical design. So the shield does detach. This is a dummy shield. You get 2 dummy shields. One will fit on the arm, another in the hip skirt. And you can attach the shield just like so. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say I hate this shield. It is, and just falls apart. The shield itself is just absolutely terrible. Yeah, the idea of an energy shield, super cool. But I definitely think the HG version did it better. And I know that it didn't look like this on the metal build. Very asymmetrical paint application here. I don't know if they're going for that on purpose or if it is just a mix up in manufacturing, but it just looks bad. Let's just call it what it is. And which is a shame because Daban is typically a very good company when it comes to their detail parts. Okay, so moving to the chest piece here. So really amazing detail on the chest piece, but you'll notice that there are some differences between the original metal build release, notably the gold on the sides here and inside of the grill. And the metal build, this does have gold inside of it, but I think it still looks good. I think it looks really good. I did have to glue little gold piece right here into place. It would not stay, so I did have to glue that as well. But overall, the design and construction of this was really nice. Now, another difference between this and the metal build is on this version of the backpack right here. So we are missing a lot of the gold detailing that was there. This blue isn't how it looks. It's just black. I painted it blue, playing around with some different stuff I'm trying to work with. The silvering on the side is all me because it was just complete, like, just black. So you do get 2 options on the backpack depending on how you want it to look. And I'll get into the accessories, including the Vesper system and everything like that in a little bit. But you do get the kind of my favorite version of the backpack. But you also get this backpack, which looks really good on its own, which can hold the additional firing units. So once again, a lot of the little red detailings and things like that are me playing around. All in all, backpack and the torso itself really do just look amazing. On this side, there are hidden compartments. So you do have a spare shield in this one. And on the other side, I'm just gonna pop this off. On the other side, you have a compartment that holds the beam sabers, which you do get 2 beam blades with this. And they're not in a bad color. I kind of like the color. A little bit darker than what you'd normally see. But these just slide in here Now, these do limit some of the movement, but not too bad. You get a pretty good front kick. Back kick's all right. And it can Karate Kid if need be. Ooh, that was bad. Now, before I move on, there is another feature here on the back skirt, and I am terrible at getting this out. There it goes. So we do have a mount built in. So you do have this mount here for the beam bazooka, but I'll be honest, I cannot get it to fit in. I have tried. There's this little peg right here that's supposed to fit into, and one of these is off or something, and I just cannot get it to do it. So really good movement here on the legs. We do have some decent articulation. I wish this slid and moved with it, but that's just not happening. Some really good detailing on here, especially here in the back half of it. And then we have moving back and forth, feet side to side. Doesn't look too bad. Nothing really to write home about. It does have a piston in here that you really don't get to see, but it's a nice little added detail. All right, so moving on from the main figure, let's take a look at some of the accessories. So starting off with the basic accessories, I'm gonna move a few things out of the way. Outside of the head, the main body of the figure of the model kit is really nice. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this. But the accessories are where things start to go down. Now, the main reason why the accessories start to go down, you have a lot of really bad lines. Now, you could probably get rid of a lot of these seam lines, no problem, if you had the extra time, but they're also extremely tightly fitted. There's lots of detailing opportunities, like all this red and stuff. I put that in there because there's lots of detailing opportunities, but you end up in situations, and I'll grab, let me see which one it was. I believe it was, this one has it really bad. So, for example, on this blue part, no matter what I try, I can barely get that to fit together. There are some areas like right here where it just, no matter what you're doing, also they pop out really easily. And you can see right there, I'm going to have to pull this thing back apart to put it back together. And so that does really bring that down. I will probably end up gluing a lot of this, I'm not gonna lie. Outside of the beam rifle, you do have the original units here, and you can see that issue right there of it coming apart. So this does bug me. These are the ones that are standard with this version of the metal build, and you can see a lot of good detailing in there. See right here, it's just coming apart. I'm gonna have to glue it. You also have the beam bazooka, which with the gold parts really looks nice, and the gold and silver here really do pop. This is all regular silver. I don't think outside of the, not even on the vent, like even the vents are molded silver plastic. No, looks really great. It's a bit flimsy, especially up here. These are just wedge fit in there. The detailing on it looks great. The silver and gold painted pieces really pop. I really like it. I wish it fit on the back of the kit a bit easier, but it is what it is, and it does look pretty darn good. So moving on to the accessories that go with this version of the backpack, you do get several that you can use. And these were not all included with the metal build from. So these do extend and everything like that, but they do want to fall apart. Now these different units can be attached to any version of the backpack. If you'd like, you can attach them here, or you can attach them with these arms. And these arms actually hold them really nicely. So you can get a lot of different configurations out of this kit, which is really nice. Similar piece you do have on this kit right here. So this one does have the opening gimmick right there, but no sliding. Once again, great details. So these guys right here, they're little like Gatling beam guns, and these can be collapsed. Now it's kind of a pain to do so, and they tend to pop off. I actually had to glue this part on so it wouldn't slide everywhere, but it is able to be pulled out and attached. So we've already talked about the foil stickers just being trash, but it does come with a fairly good looking set of water slide decals. So the big question is how do we rate this kit? The details on this kit and its solid construction really makes it worth it. It has that extra detail that you can really sink yourself into for some time and really work on it to make it look just fantastic. And at a fraction of the cost of the metal build, I think Daban has done a pretty decent job in giving you not only a fantastic looking F91, but a lot of accessories that you wouldn't have gotten with the metal build. And that'll do it for the review of the Daban 8821 F91 metal build Gundam. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and we'll see you next time here on MetalmanX Builds.